the Zodiac Killer, a name that sends chills down the spines of even the most hardened individuals. In the late 1960s, this enigmatic figure terrorized Northern California, leaving a trail of fear and unanswered questions in his wake. The Zodiac's brutal crimes, combined with his taunting letters to the press and cryptic ciphers, captivated a nation and gave birth to one of the most enduring mysteries in American history. The Zodiac Killer remains unidentified to this day, despite a massive investigation and countless theories. His case continues to fascinate and haunt us, reminding us that some mysteries may never be fully solved. The Zodiac's story is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of ordinary life. His reign of terror began in December 1968, and by the end of 1969, he had claimed responsibility for 5 murders in the San Francisco Bay Area. However, the Zodiac claimed to have killed as many as 37 people, leaving authorities and the public to grapple with the unsettling possibility of more victims. The Zodiac's first known victims were David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, 2 high school students enjoying a date near Vallejo, California. They were young, full of life, and had their whole future ahead of them. On that fateful night, they had no idea that their lives would be cut short by a mysterious assailant. They were found shot to death in their car on December 20th, 1968. The scene was chilling, with the car parked in a secluded area, making it a perfect target for the Zodiac. The police were baffled, and the community was left in shock and fear. The following July, another couple, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau, were attacked in a parked car at the Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo. This attack was even more brazen, occurring in a public park where people often went to relax and enjoy the outdoors. Ferrin was killed, but Mageau survived the attack and provided police with a description of the assailant. His account was crucial, giving the authorities their first real lead in the case. Despite his injuries, Mageau's determination to help catch the killer was commendable. The Zodiac continued his spree, attacking a couple picnicking at Lake Berryessa in September 1969. This time, the attack was even more brutal, with the killer donning an executioner's hood and tying up his victims before stabbing them repeatedly. Cecilia Shepard tragically succumbed to her injuries, while her companion, Bryan Hartnell, survived the brutal stabbing. Hartnell's survival provided yet another crucial witness account, but the trauma of the event would haunt him forever. The following month, the Zodiac claimed his final confirmed victim, San Francisco cab driver Paul Stine. This attack was different, taking place in the bustling city of San Francisco, showing that the Zodiac was becoming bolder and more unpredictable.
What set the Zodiac apart from other killers was not just the brutality of his crimes, but also his brazen communication with the authorities and the media. He seemed to relish the attention, taunting the police and the public with his letters. He began sending letters to local newspapers, boasting about his murders and threatening further violence if his demands for publicity were not met. These letters were filled with chilling details of his crimes, making it clear that he was enjoying the fear he was instilling in the community. These letters, often filled with bizarre symbols and cryptic messages, became a defining characteristic of the Zodiac case. The ciphers he included in his letters were a puzzle that both fascinated and terrified the public, adding an element of mystery to his already horrifying crimes. The Zodiac's ability to evade capture while maintaining such a high profile made him one of the most infamous serial killers in history.
The Zodiac's letters were more than just taunts. They were part of a twisted game he played with law enforcement and the public. Each letter he sent was meticulously crafted to instill fear and confusion, a psychological weapon as much as a physical one. He included ciphers, coded messages he claimed contained his true identity. These ciphers were not just random symbols, they were carefully constructed puzzles meant to challenge and mock those who sought to unmask him. The ciphers varied in length and complexity. Some were short and seemingly simple, while others were long and intricate, filled with layers of meaning that only the Zodiac himself fully understood. The most famous, known as the 408 cipher, named for its 408 characters, was sent to the San Francisco Chronicle in August 1969. This particular cipher was a bold statement, a direct challenge to the authorities and the public. The 408 cipher was cracked within a week by a schoolteacher and his wife, revealing a chilling message that offered a glimpse into the killer's psyche, but ultimately failed to reveal his identity. The decoded message spoke of his desire to kill and his belief that he would be reborn in paradise, a disturbing insight into his twisted mind. However, other ciphers, including the complex 340 cipher, remained unsolved for decades, fueling endless speculation and frustration for investigators and amateur sleuths alike. The 340 cipher in particular became a symbol of the Zodiac's enduring mystery, a puzzle that seemed to defy all attempts at resolution.
The ciphers became an integral part of the Zodiac's mystique, adding another layer of complexity to an already baffling case. They were more than just codes. They were a testament to his cunning and his desire to control the narrative. Their existence hinted at a desire for recognition, a need to prove his intelligence, and a chilling disregard for human life. The Zodiac ciphers were a way for him to assert his dominance, to show that he was always one step ahead of those who sought to stop him. The Zodiac seemed to revel in the fear and uncertainty he created, and the ciphers were his way of ensuring his legacy lived on, even if his identity remained a secret. Each unsolved cipher was a reminder of his presence, a lingering shadow that haunted the public consciousness and kept his story alive.
For decades, the unsolved ciphers stood as a testament to the Zodiac's cunning and a source of frustration for those determined to crack the case. The Zodiac Killer, who terrorized Northern California in the late 1960s and early 1970s, left behind a series of cryptic messages that taunted law enforcement and the public. These ciphers, filled with complex symbols and coded language, became an enduring mystery that captivated the minds of amateur sleuths and professional codebreakers alike. Despite numerous attempts over the years, the ciphers remained unbroken, adding to the legend of the elusive killer.
However, in December 2020, a team of international codebreakers made a significant breakthrough. Using advanced code-breaking software and a combination of ingenuity and persistence, they successfully deciphered the 340 cipher after 51 years. This team, composed of experts from the United States, Belgium, and Australia, worked tirelessly to unravel the complex code. Their breakthrough was not just a triumph of technology, but also a testament to human perseverance and collaboration. The moment they cracked the cipher, it was a historic achievement that resonated around the world, reigniting interest in the Zodiac case.
The deciphered message, while disturbing, did not reveal the killer's identity as many had hoped. It contained more of the Zodiac's cryptic ramblings, including taunts directed at law enforcement and hints at his motives. The message read, "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me," and continued with more chilling statements that showcased the killer's twisted sense of superiority. Although the message did not provide the long-sought-after name of the Zodiac, it offered a deeper glimpse into his psyche and his desire to instill fear and confusion.
While the breakthrough did not immediately solve the case, it provided valuable insights into the killer's mindset and offered renewed hope that other ciphers or coded messages might hold the key to unlocking the mystery of the Zodiac's identity. Investigators and codebreakers are now more motivated than ever to tackle the remaining unsolved ciphers, believing that each piece of the puzzle brings them closer to unmasking the notorious killer. The breakthrough has also inspired a new generation of cryptographers and true crime enthusiasts to join the quest for answers.
The successful decryption of the 340 cipher marked a pivotal moment in the Zodiac case. It demonstrated the power of collaboration, technology, and human determination in tackling even the most challenging of puzzles. The achievement has been celebrated in the media and has brought renewed attention to the importance of modern technology in solving cold cases. It also serves as a reminder that no matter how much time has passed, the pursuit of justice never truly ends.
The breakthrough reignited public interest in the case and spurred renewed efforts to decipher the remaining unsolved ciphers, bringing us closer to understanding the mind of a killer and potentially bringing justice to his victims and their families. As investigators continue to work on the case, the hope remains that one day the Zodiac's true identity will be revealed and the families of his victims will find the closure they have long sought. The journey to uncover the truth is far from over, but with each step forward we move closer to solving one of the most infamous mysteries in criminal history.
Despite decades of investigation, the Zodiac Killer's true identity remains a mystery.
Over the years, law enforcement has investigated thousands of leads and potential suspects, but none have panned out. The lack of concrete evidence, combined with the Zodiac's meticulous efforts to conceal his identity, has made identifying him an incredibly challenging task.
The Zodiac took deliberate steps to avoid leaving behind traceable evidence. He wore gloves, used disguises, and often chose remote locations for his crimes.
His letters, while providing insights into his thoughts and possible motives, offered few tangible clues about his true identity. The ciphers, while a source of fascination and potential leads, have yet to definitively point to a suspect.
The passage of time has further complicated the investigation. Witnesses have passed away, memories have faded, and potential evidence has been lost or degraded.
However, despite these challenges, law enforcement agencies, both locally and nationally, remain committed to solving the case. The pursuit of justice for the Zodiac's victims and their families continues, fueled by the hope that advancements in DNA technology, forensic science, and investigative techniques may one day bring the elusive killer to justice.